Hello, welcome to my channel Deep Learning Biology. My name is Dr. Vikas Bhardwaj, and within this video we are going to discuss about free radical reactions. Okay, now here hopefully you remember I have told you within the cell we are going to have majorly 5 type of reactions. Okay, we have already discussed 3 type, so today we are going to discuss the 4th type, that is free radical reactions. Now hopefully if you remember in the lecture in which we have discussed about homolytic cleavage and heterolytic cleavage, okay, so here let us suppose you are going to have this homolytic cleavage. Okay, so here what we are going to see, we are going to see formation of, okay, 1 minute please, we are going to see formation of carbon radical, and this is hydrogen radical. So here what we are going to see, formation of carbon radical, and this is your, okay, hydrogen. Okay, now try to see here, you are going to have this unpaired electron. Okay, now when you are going to have unpaired electron, okay, this is quite unstable, highly reactive. Okay, so what is going to happen, these radicals which are going to have these unpaired electrons, they can donate electrons to others. Now let us take example here. We are going to have formation of X radical. Okay, now it is quite unstable. What it can do, it can donate this electron to another one. Okay, so let's suppose this is earlier a stable molecule. Okay, now this radical, okay, it donates electron to Y. Now Y will become unstable, okay, by accepting the electron. Okay, now Y will donate this electron to nu. Okay, so this way can happens, there might be a chance the electron might be passed to oxygen. Okay, and what is going to happen, there is formation of oxygen free radical. Okay, now these oxygen radical, okay, so let's suppose if you are going to have formation of oxygen radical, okay, it can lead to reactive oxygen stress within the cell. Okay, so there is formation of a stress condition within the cell, oxidative stress. Okay, now what is going to happen when we are going to see the generation of reactive oxygen species, what is going to happen, these reactive oxygen species, they can cause DNA damage. Okay, they can damage various proteins, they can damage various lipids. Okay, and if there is excessive DNA damage, it can also lead to cancer. Okay, so within the cell there is a need to maintain the balance. Okay, now here I also want to tell you that this is oxygen radical. Okay, and sometimes we are also going to see the formation of like this one. Okay, this is O2, this minus. Okay, this we call as superoxide. Okay, free radicals. Okay, now these oxygen superoxide free radicals, they can donate the electron to hydroxyl radical. Okay, now what will happen, the hydroxyl radicals are being produced. Okay, now here what you are going to see, hydroxyl radical are being produced, so it is going to create a chain of reactions. Okay, now here you see these formation of superoxide free radical, hydroxyl free radicals. Okay, again these free radicals, they can damage proteins, they can damage membrane lipids. Okay, they can damage nucleic acid. Okay, so here you can see that when within the cell you are going to have reactive oxygen species stress, okay, these free radicals are being produced and they can damage proteins, membrane lipids, nucleic acid. So here what is going to happen, this can be a dangerous situation for the cell. Okay, now I just want to tell you within the cell, okay, you are also going to see protective mechanisms, okay, by which the cell is going to protect itself from these reactive oxygen species damage. Now here I just want to tell you within the cell you are going to have one enzyme. Name of the enzyme is superoxide dismutase. Okay, dismutase. Okay, this enzyme, okay, it helps the cell to protect itself from reactive oxygen species damage. Now try to see here, if you are going to have these oxygen, okay, free radicals, okay, now what is going to happen, it will combine with protons, okay, and this reaction will be carried out by the enzyme superoxide dismutase, and what you are going to see, you are going to see the formation of H2O2. Okay, H2O2 is hydrogen peroxide. Okay, now here this radical, okay, it can activate many other free radicals, but now here what you are going to see, formation of hydrogen peroxide. Now hydrogen peroxide is also dangerous. Okay, so within the cell you are going to see that hydrogen peroxide will be neutralized to water. Okay, and this reaction happen by the action of enzyme glutathione peroxidase. Okay, now here I just want to add one information, please correct. Okay, that here this enzyme superoxide dismutase, okay, it is going to work, okay, when it is going to have, okay, so here this glutathione, two molecule of glutathione, okay, we are going to represent this way. Okay, this is reduced glutathione, okay, it will be converted into oxidized glutathione, okay, and here what you are going to see, formation of GSSG. So this is oxidized glutathione. Okay, so here what you are going to see, you are going to see formation of H2O2 hydrogen peroxide. Okay, so oxygen free radical, first they are being converted into hydrogen peroxide, and hydrogen peroxide will be neutralized by the action of enzyme glutathione peroxidase. Okay, so here you see the role of two enzymes, superoxide dismutase and glutathione peroxidase. They will neutralize oxygen free radical to water. Okay, so now it is not a dangerous situation. Okay, now here you see in this reaction there is a need of reduced glutathione. Okay, please remember what is glutathione. Okay, glutathione. Okay, so just remember what is glutathione. It is going to have three amino acid. One is glutamic acid, okay, then cysteine, then you have lysine. Okay, so this is glutathione, you must remember it is reduced glutathione. And what is oxidized glutathione? In case of oxidized glutathione, so here this is GSSG, it is oxidized glutathione. So in case of oxidized glutathione you are going to have same thing, glutamic acid, okay, cysteine and lysine. So here both of the cysteine, they are being linked through disulfide linkage. Okay, so this is now your oxidized glutathione, that is GSSG. Okay, so keep in mind this is reduced glutathione one unit, but when you are going to have both, okay, two pair, okay, then it is going to lead to the formation of oxidized glutathione. Now here you can see in this reaction there is a requirement. What is the requirement? There must be presence of reduced glutathione. Now, if within the cell, try to think, if there is less reduced glutathione, this reaction can't proceed. Okay, so there is a requirement of reduced glutathione. Okay, now here how within the cell, okay, you see the supply of reduced glutathione, it happens by the action of enzyme glutathione reductase. Okay, now try to see here what is the role of glutathione reductase. It will convert GSSG into GSH. Okay, so here this oxidized glutathione, okay, it will be converted into reduced glutathione by the action of enzyme glutathione reductase. Okay, now this enzyme glutathione reductase, okay, it required electron, and who is going to supply the electron? NADPH. Okay, who is going to supply the electron? NADPH. Okay, now try to see here, there will be production of GSH, and okay, so this will be used here. If within the cell you are going to have enough reduced glutathione, what is going to happen? Cell can efficiently, okay, neutralize the oxygen free radicals. Now here, if you see, there is a requirement, there must be supply of NADPH. Okay, now within the cell, how NADPH is being produced? Remember, by the action of enzyme NADPH dehydrogenase. Okay, and also by one pathway which we are going to discuss in detail, that is known as pentose phosphate pathway, also known as hexose monophosphate, okay, shunt. Okay, hexose monophosphate shunt. Okay, these pathway, they are going to supply NADPH. Okay, and this way what is going to happen? There is generation of GSH, reduced glutathione. Okay, and this reduced glutathione will be used by superoxide dismutase. Okay, what is going to happen? Oxygen radicals, they will be neutralized to hydrogen peroxide, and later by the action of glutathione peroxidase, hydrogen peroxide will be neutralized to water. So this way cell protect itself from the damage of reactive oxygen space. Hopefully you have learned about free radical reaction. Please do like, share the video, and subscribe to my channel Deep Learning Biology. Thank you for watching this. Have a nice time.